What's good, Plumboro? I'm Mario Francesco, alongside my co-host Mike Devine.
What's going on?
And Justin Newman.
Yo.
And show producer, the one and only Big Cat.
Mics are hot, the takes are questionable, and one of us is not like the others.
That's racist, Big Cat.
We aim to entertain and educate more than 3 Plum residents, so gather around and enjoy the sounds of sour plums. Welcome to the Sour Plums podcast, friends. And I would like to first start off by introducing our co-host, who is a longtime listener, first-time co-host, Jimmy McBride.
Well, Plum, thanks for voting me as favorite guest to be on. It's an honor to be here. Thanks, guys.
I don't think that's what happened at all.
You had the equipment, so we had nobody else. So I said, hey, just keep it.
Listen, I've been out of the loop for so many things, and equipment kept showing up at my house, then not leaving. Then Andy's like, hey, I'm bringing stuff over. I'm like, great, because I have tons of stuff already that I didn't know I was being part of, and here I am again. Thanks, guys.
And as our listeners probably figured out already, I am not Drew Bartow. I am Mario Francesco, and I'm filling in for Drew. I'm the Josh Harrison of this podcast. Just plug and play me wherever. So
what an upgrade.
Less hair, though.
Obviously, that's true. That is true. All right, gentlemen, what are we drinking tonight?
Since I knew Andy wouldn't be here, I have an IPA tonight. I have a High Life.
Those are good. Justin, what are you drinking?
Simply spiked strawberry lemonade.
There you go. Jimmy?
I'm being classy. I'm drinking Iced Light tonight.
And Big Cat.
I have some sort of iced tea substitute. It's 0-calorie mix for a gallon of water. It's okay, but I ran out of 4C early this week.
Ruh-roh.
You sound disappointed.
It does the job, but it's like one step away from dirty water. I don't know. I can't explain it.
Dishwasher's been ran once. Pour it out at work. I like it.
And I'm sticking with my IPAs. I got a Voodoo Ranger Fruit Force. It's a fruit punch IPA. It's very good.
What's your favorite IPA? Since you do love the Voodoo Rangers.
The Voodoo Ranger Juice Force is probably my favorite. It's kind of like a citrusy IPA. It's very good.
Fruit Force sounds like the kind of cop that you are.
Wow.
We don't judge. We don't judge. We don't judge. Not that there's anything wrong with that, right, Mike?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to make sure.
There's been a lot of shade thrown in previous weeks, but this is the first time it's face-to-face. Usually Mike's not here. I was going to say something about Drew a little bit ago, but I don't want to take a cheap shot when he's not here.
Hey, the floor is yours.
It will come up again. I'm sure it will come up again.
You guys didn't hold back when I wasn't here.
I was very nice. I had nothing bad to say.
You were.
I didn't either. I just laughed at Mario.
And egged him on.
And I just said I didn't say anything.
Hey, I said all nice things about Mike. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
That's bullshit.
Oh, is it? Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah.
Officer Fruit Force.
Well,
This is going to be a great episode.
On that note, let's say a thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to Continental Cone, Tresco Concrete, the Jen Mascaro Real Estate Team, the Lula's Pizzeria, Salute Beer Distributor, Busy Little Me, Pittsburgh Sports Complex and Self Storage, and Nesbitt's Lanes.
Continental Cone Barbershop, a traditional barbershop servicing the area since 1973. Up to date on all the new styles and cuts. Call 412-795-7555 and mention Sour Plums for $5 off any service.
Tresco Concrete, the best concrete products on the market. Ready-mix concrete delivered to your door, guaranteed to get hard or your money back. And as always, their concrete is all natural, no supplements, and always 100% Viagra-free.
The Jen Mascaro team proudly supports the Sour Plums podcast. When it comes to selling your home promptly and at peak value, look no further than the expertise of the Jen Mascaro team. With over a decade of industry experience, we guarantee to guide you seamlessly through the process. For personalized assistance, contact us at 412-607-6318 or email jen.mascaro@cbrealty.com.
Lulu's Pizzeria, serving up quality food, good grace, and burnt pizza since 2016. Local and woman-owned, located at 415 Unity Center Road in Plum. Call 412-795-1229 and mention Sour Plums for 10% off your order of $10 or more. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We will jump right into Plum Problems. My Plum Problem this week is Facebook trolls. We had one on the Sour Plums page tonight. The guy just joined our page 2 days ago to troll us. You have nothing better to do. At least use your real name. If you're going to call us out, have some balls. You're
Brother of Peter.
You're gonna have a. You're gonna. I just got that. Well, his last name was what? Griffin? Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, look, I love a good Facebook argument, but you're gonna call us out. Have some balls. Do it with your real name. Come on, man. Be better.
Also, it says he's born in 1996. Not a chance.
Not
a chance at all.
No way. Like I said online, hate listens are still listens. Get us up there.
The real person that's holding that account, there's no way their hairline is as good as Peter Griffin's. So,
Damn. Same as Mario's.
Come on, man. We're on the podcast. A lot of these guys don't know. Just let me be.
That's called strategic surrender. Just keep it short.
Exactly.
Tony, just get a guy mowing his grass, like right there, tattoo. It'll look great.
I have seen those. Are good.
You can't use visual effects on a podcast. You can't point and say right there. They don't know where you're pointing. You can't.
Everybody knew what I meant. Little guy mowing the yard. Maybe may get Greg Acero even for all I care. Just have it going.
Oh, I'll never get a haircut.
All right, so I'm going to go with my plum problem. My plum problem is also basketball. Wait, it can't be also because, we cut that part out. But anyway, basketball related. So I'm the director of the
Is this the
youth
first
program.
one?
It is the inaugural season.
Thank you. Just wanted clarification on that.
That joke is really funny. You guys won't get that because it got cut out, but it's funny. Anyway.
I don't know why you think things are going to be cut out.
Andy is not here to babysit us, guys. We are our own people.
The inmates are running the asylum. So anyway, like I said, I'm the director for youth basketball. So I have a staff. So I let them referee games so I can be there to oversee. So not only do majority of the coaches complain about calls, there's going to be parents that complain about calls too. These are 16-year-old kids. They're basketball players. They understand how the game is played. They know the rules of the game. We're not going to call every single call, every travel, every walk, every double dribble, because if we did, the games would take an hour and a half each, and we don't have time for that. So yes, we're going to miss calls. We miss calls on purpose. There is a reason for that. This is recreational basketball. It is not the AAU finals. It is not your ticket to the WNBA or the NBA or college basketball for that matter. This is a game to learn teamwork, learn the game of basketball, learn how the game is played. Just relax, let your kid have fun, and let us do our jobs. That is my soapbox.
Parents ruin youth sports all the time. It's my biggest pet peeve. I hate it.
Facts.
No, it's funny you say that because Penny's team in the semifinals this weekend played
Semifinals of what?
The first ever Plum buzzer beater tournament.
It's the first time I'm hearing about it, but go on.
And we had two really good referees for that game, and the parents were screaming they wanted to travel like every call. And in fourth grade basketball, every call you could get a travel. And she literally stopped the game and looked at the parent in the stands, and she said, "Do you want me to call every travel? Because I will. And if I do, we will be here until 11 o'clock." This game started at 8 o'clock in the morning. And she stopped the game until he answered her and said, "No, ma'am, I do not want you to call every travel." And she said, "Okay, be quiet." She called him out. It was fantastic. And then he was quiet the rest of the game.
Yeah, so that's what I told all of my staff. I said, the next time somebody says something to you, stop and look at them and say, "Would you like to referee?" I didn't think so. Continue.
Yeah, come blow my whistle, see how you like it.
One of my favorite things at the YMCA is Justin sits at the table and he runs the clock. And when Lily plays, she has full out conversations with Justin during the game. And I'll tell you, Lily is not saying to Justin, "Thank you. That was a nice thing to say to me."
At all. It's literally me trash talking a 12-year-old girl.
And she's literally dribbling and talking shit back to him the whole time.
It is quite entertaining.
If any 12-year-old girl deserves it, it's Lily.
Oh, man. Hey, not Andy. Do you have a plum problem?
I do. Is that Jimmy or me? Since I'm
Exactly. That's why I said it.
It's all of us, technically.
So my plum problem is so previously, as you may remember, Mike Devine was my plum problem. Well, today it's Mark Devine,
No.
Go
and
on.
I'll tell you why. So Mark and I,
How much time do we have?
if I listed all my problems, we'd be here for infinity. But so this past weekend, Mark and I and a few other guys traveled to Florida for my cousin's bachelor party. And on our way back, we were in the airport in Sarasota, and we're all hungover, tired. It was a long weekend. A lady, the lady that checks your boarding pass as you board the gate, the plane. She started singing a song into the microphone, whatever, and then announced if anybody would like to come up here and finish this song
No.
for the entire terminal, we'll give you a free gift.
No.
I did not even have to look up. She said, "Oh, we got somebody." I knew it was Mark. I don't know what song he's singing because I put headphones in, I put my hat down, and I stared at my phone like I didn't even know him. And then he finally finished singing. He came back, and I walked by him.
It was a pen.
He got a koozie. It was a koozie. And then, so the cherry on top was, after I left, I was going to the bathroom, like 40 feet away from Mark, and this lady comes up to me and she goes, "You did a great job singing." I was like, first off, that's the biggest insult you can give me right there. One, he sounded terrible. Two, you thought I was him. So it was not a good day, but
there's no proof that he's related to us.
no, he is like our mother in the most loving way. That shout out Murd, I guess, but I guess he is the most like our mother. Yeah, I think I'm most like our dad, and Mike is a combo of both.
So what are you trying to say about
that.
MRD?
She's loud.
She's like Mark.
Yeah, she's loud. She has to talk a lot, so
they like attention.
But I love her.
Yeah, I would hope so.
They both have a really big heart. I'll say that. Yeah. They'll do anything for you, both of them.
It is true.
And then they'll tell you about it for 2 weeks.
Also true. Other not Andy, what's your plum problem?
Social media. Let me start on the plum pages are getting out of control. Anytime anybody asks anything, you get slammed for nothing. I'm not saying I've never trolled anybody. Believe me, I've done my fair share, but it's kind of getting a little crazy right now. Like people are just asking, "Hey, where's a good place?" They're like, "Use a search bar, asshole." Like it's kind of getting a little crazy, in my opinion, right now. And it's about to get worse because, November. So let's tone it down, guys. Let's tone it down a little bit. That's all I'm saying.
Did you ever tone it down?
Yeah, I actually have been behaving.
Not for me.
No, well, I did because you reported me to the plum community.
I didn't report you. Concerned citizens did.
Yeah.
That's true.
You're the concerned citizens. You made fake profiles to do it.
I never once.
I only do it for jobs I think you can do now.
Go to hell, Jimmy. Just go to hell.
Listen, I'm still waiting for those 100 pumpkins.
Yeah, 300.
Mm-hmm. Still waiting. I'm even cut it down a third.
I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Cat?
Why do fitted sheets have the audacity to act like they don't belong on the bed? I fight with these things on a nightly basis, and every night at 3 a.m. they're popping off like they're somewhere to be.
What are you and Carly doing at 3 a.m.?
I've sleeping, Jimmy. I've tried like getting extra elastic ones. There's bands you can buy. I had this. It was like a torture device. I had to lay it down on the box spring, and it went to every corner and then side to side, top and bottom, and it clipped onto the fitted sheet. Well, when you wash sheets, often you have to take that off and put. The first time I was done, but that was the only time that I had to like staple it to the mattress. It comes up no matter what. And Carly doesn't care. Hers could roll up and engulf her like an enchilada. She would be fine. Mine's a wrinkle, and I'm losing it. I need that flat, crisp corner. Nothing there.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It is the most frustrating thing. I hate it.
I've been fighting my entire life against the fitted sheet.
Yeah, I thought it was just me.
It's
Nice to have
definitely
company.
Oh,
Jess,
no.
Jess is
We
the
gotta-
same way. She can sleep with the sheet off the bed. She can sleep with shit on her feet. I need everything off the bed. I need the
Walking
sheets
in
the
shit.
right way. What?
They're savages.
Why is she walking in shit before she gets into bed?
Just leaving it on.
That's not chocolate. That's doo-doo, baby.
Like
Oh,
if she doesn't finish folding the laundry, there'll be like a pile of clothes on her feet while she's sleeping. It drives me insane. And then if the sheet, like the top sheet, comes untucked, can't sleep either. It drives me nuts.
We got rid of our top sheet.
Yeah,
What?
so did we. Like, I hate
We
it.
only
Like,
have a comforter.
It's awful.
This reminds me of that.
What?
I miss it, but I hated it also. So
It reminds me of that commercial. I can't remember who it was for, but I just remembered him going, today I'm going
I would
to
just end up
fold
getting
a
like wrapped up
fitted
in it.
sheet.
Yeah. I never have a fitted sheet with me when I see those videos. You know, I can't remember what to do once I've left the video.
There's
and I'm
no
on my own.
corners.
Do you normally have them with you when you don't see the video?
Like I'll see the video when I'm like sitting in the living room. Like I have to memorize it. Well, how many times did I have to watch it? Do I have to
I don't know,
pin
but-
it? Do I have to send it to myself?
You can put it on your phone when you have the sheet.
Yeah. I don't know when that's gonna be.
Well, on that note, Newman, what is the latest Minority Report?
All right, so the Minority Report this week. I wish I would have had it for before Andy left for his winter wonderland vacation that he's on. He's actually working. He's not on vacation. But when you get to a hotel room, the first thing you should do is do not unpack. You get the iron out, and you take the comforter and the top sheet off of the bed, and you plug the iron in and wait till it's hot. You put it on steam on the corner, and you keep it on the corner of the bed for about 2 minutes. And then you pull that sheet up. And if you pull that sheet up, if there's bed bugs in the bed, that's where they're going to be because they're drawn to the heat. So if you take the iron and draw them out before you actually get comforted and settled into your room, there's bed bugs in that bed, you get into another room.
Man, I thought this was going to be to fix that fitted sheet issue Big Cat was having. Man, this went a completely different direction.
Sorry. Just trying to look out.
I'll be in a hotel the next 3 weekends, so I'm definitely using that.
I tried to get it. I knew Mario just left or was just traveling, and then Andy's
Brought him
traveling. I
back.
just wish I got it before you guys traveled, but no for the future.
That is good because I normally the first thing I do in a hotel room is jump on the bed. Just, got to make sure it works. And then number 2 is lift the mattress up to check for bed bugs. I've never done the iron thing. Never heard of that.
Yeah, the iron is what's going to draw them out because they're drawn to the heat. So
I've seen a
They're all
place
up.
where there was mushrooms growing out of the carpet before, so live and you learn. Put in bed, for the record.
I'm going to say this for Dave Biondo. Guess where I'm going this weekend?
Ohio.
Ohio.
No.
Oh, we're done guessing.
Oh. Spooky Nook. It's his favorite place to say. But
Mm.
you know what I just found out? There's a second Spooky Nook in Ohio. I'm
That's where
going there
Dave
next
lives.
week. Yeah, it is. There's another one in Ohio actually. And I'm
We
going
don't
there
know
next
where
weekend.
Dave moved to in Ohio. We just know he moved to Ohio. That's all we know.
Maybe it's Spooky Nook. I'll look for him there.
It would
There
make
you go.
sense. It would make sense. Mike, do you have a would you rather for us tonight?
I do. Actually, this one comes to us courtesy of Big Cat. He asked me earlier today if I had a would you rather, and at the time he asked, I did not. So this week's would you rather is courtesy of Big Cat, and it's would you rather always speak in rhymes or sing everything you say like you're in a musical?
This is fun.
I think we know what Mark's answer would be. So thank
So
God
you
he's
either
not going
got
to
to be
show
Mark
tonight.
Divine or Dr. Seuss is what
we're
you're
done.
implying.
We're done talking about Mark Divine. I'm over him.
I got all night.
I'll take this one first. So, as a vocalist, I would not mind singing all of my words. But I talk too much shit, so me talking shit in a song doesn't really jive well, so I would probably have to go Shooter McGavin and rhyme every time. Because that's my line.
Hold on.
I try.
Yeah, on this one, I'm definitely speaking in rhymes. There's no chance I'm singing. I don't need a further explanation than that. There's just no chance I'm singing.
I'm going to Dr. Seuss route as well. There's, yeah. And I won't be talking as much because he can only rhyme so much. And I'll be, thumbs up.
Be a lot of grunting.
Big Cat, what about you?
I think I would choose the rhyme. I think it would be quite the time.
Here we go.
My singing would drive people away, but rhyming, that's the play.
He was prepared for this, boys.
Mike, I think I know your answer. But
It's a clean sweep. Mario watched me karaoke once. I don't sing ever. I looked like a deer in headlights when I was karaokeing.
You came back with confidence, though, but it was terrible.
It was awful. I was pretty drunk that night.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna rhyme.
I like that one, Big Cat.
Thanks. Well, I messaged him and he didn't. And it just kind of was something I saw earlier in the day and stuck with me. So glad we could use it.
All right. Well, on that, we're going to thank our sponsors one more time. Thank you to Continental Tacome, Tresco Concrete, the Jen Mascaro Real Estate Team, Leilula's Pizzeria, Salute Beer Distributor, Busy Little Me, Pittsburgh Sports Complex and Self-Storage, and Nesbitt's Lanes.
At Salute Beer Distributor, we are bringing you a large selection of beers from local and national breweries. Our extensive inventory includes craft beers, seasonal specialties, your everyday favorites, adult slushies, and an impressive inventory of non-alcoholic beers. Salute's inventory has something special for every palate. Come browse the aisles at Salute Beer Distributor, located on Route 286 in Plum, next to Shop and Save. You'll be glad you did.
Busy Little Me's is a residential cleaning company serving Plum and local communities. Housekeeping duties include house cleaning, disposing of rubbish, sanitizing services, dusting, vacuuming, mopping, scrubbing, etc., etc. We do custom-to-you cleans once a month, once a week, or every 9 minutes. We got you, sis. We've also been known to do decluttering and pre-clean cleans. That's a real thing. We can also polish a dirty face, scrub a doggo's filthy paws, or even spit shine your shoe. Laundry? Need linens washed? Done. How about your husband's gutchies? No prob. That ugly camisole your mother-in-law gave you? What was that? Just throw it away? Your secrets are safe with us. BusyLittleMe's.squarespace.com.
Whether chaos in your house or chaos on the court, Pittsburgh Sports Complex and Self-Storage has your back. Conveniently located in Plum at 307 Coxcomb Hill Road. Book online anytime. Don't miss out. Score 50% off your first storage rental with code GOAL.
Nesbitt's Lanes Incorporated. Lanes available for the 24-25 season. Family Bowling Center specializing in open bowling, league bowling, bumper bowling, birthday parties, group events, fundraisers, all-night bowling parties, summer leagues, Sunday morning specials, in-house tournaments, junior bowling program, after-school bowling program. They can be reached at 412-793-5556. Web address is www.nesbittlanes.com. And when you book and mention the podcast for your child's birthday by the end of the year, the birthday child is free.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Not Andy OG.
Yes, Justin.
You stepping in with a Drew's Clues segment tonight?
I do. I have some Drew's Clues via some Mario Francesco files. So what we're going to do is I will give you a category. Then I'm going to give you up to 5 statements or Drew's Clues about someone, something, or some place within that category. Rule 1 is this is a free-for-all for all guesses. No order. You think you know it, just shout it out. Rule 2, if you shout it out and you're wrong, you are eliminated and you cannot play the game. You know how the scoring works. After 1 clue, 5 points, 2 clues, 4 points, so on and so forth. So I know Drew is keeping score. I believe guests have 2 points via yours truly. And Justin, you have 3?
Yes, 3 points.
Okay. Jimmy, I need you to be on your game here.
It's a Jimmy Mario seat.
That's right. All right. Well, with that, you guys ready to dive in?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
All right. The category is American podcasters.
Oh boy, I'm out.
Oh boy.
I'm out.
All right. So, clue number 1. This podcaster got his or her media start by writing scripts for internet and TV commercials, including working with Hall of Fame shortstop Ozzie Smith.
Hold on. I think I know. But go on.
No,
3.
Get 5 points, Jimmy.
3, 2, 1, closed. All right, number 2. While employed by Jumbie Bay Studios, they oversaw music video shoots for rappers like Nelly and Jibbs.
Nope. I don't know it. This took a bad turn.
All right, closing in 3, 2, 1. Moving on. Shout out to that cat.
Not Big Cat.
He's fine.
All right, number 3. For 3 points. This podcaster was voted by their peers in middle school as having the nicest eyes and cutest smile, an honor most would continue to agree with today.
This was a terrible pick, Drew.
That's why he gave it to us, because he's not here.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Closed. For 2 points. This podcaster has been described by their significant other as being a bit much.
This is Drew.
Bang! And Jimmy gets the points. The answer is the Drew Bartow.
That is crazy. Well done, Jimmy.
That son of a bitch.
And the final clue, if you were wondering, is most recently they can be best described as the Drew that holds Sour Plums podcast together.
Yep, that would have been it right there.
Still wouldn't have got it. Miss you, Drew.
That was great.
I was like, I have no idea where this is going.
All right, Mike. With that, you got some blind rankings for us?
I do. In honor of the now late, great Mike Lange, we're going to blind rank in honor of his passing this past week, his goal calls.
Love it.
7, 9, 54, 111, 404.
Bingo.
Done.
Bingo. Bingo.
You're just mad because a lot of those came against the Flyers.
Give a shit about hockey?
Fun fact.
Why?
Justin did watch hockey with me one time. It was only because Charles Barkley was involved.
What was he doing? The
He was
shootout at
commentating.
halftime.
It was commentating.
Nice.
It
It was
was
on TNT.
Yep.
Oh, Barkley's great on those. He makes me laugh, man. He's great.
It was his first one ever. It was not great then.
Just out of curiosity, is PK
It was
Subban your favorite
terrible.
player?
I do like PK Subban. I do like that guy. I also like Wayne Simmons, too.
George LaRock.
Yes, he's French-Canadian, though. He's not... He counts, but he doesn't.
Whoa.
Counts.
It's on
What's
me,
he
I
count
guess.
for?
He was one of my favorite players. I loved him. All right. First one. Scratch my back with a hacksaw.
Oh my
What's
God.
the order here, sir?
So we'll go Jimmy, Big Cat, Mario, Justin.
I'll go 3. Yeah, I enjoy that one, but there's definitely better ones that I'm expecting. So we'll put it at 3. It will be good.
Big Cat.
I'm going to put it at 3. Feels like a good start for this wonderful list.
I'm going with it at number 2. To me, I don't know, growing up, this kind of felt like the OG of his calls. So that's why it's a little bit higher for me.
5.
You're just going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yep.
Wow. Oh, by the way, this category came from Jess. I was trying to think of one earlier today, and she came up with this one. So if you don't like it, tell her.
I'll let her know.
All right, next one. Buy Sam a drink and get his dog one too.
I'm going 4 for that one. That one's great, but like I said, still looking for the number 1 and 2. You haven't got to it yet.
Big Cat.
Can you repeat it?
Buy Sam a drink and get his dog one too.
5. I've never met a Sam I've liked.
What about Samwise?
You've heard what I said. I never met him.
True.
So, did you just call me Drew?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm hearing things. All right. I'm going to go at number 4. Just, I don't know. There's definitely better ones out there. That one's all right, but not bad enough to be last, not good enough to be first.
Justin 4.
Justin's face. Sleeping.
4.
Sleeping.
Oh. All right, he's smiling like a butcher's dog.
That one's number 2. That one, it just
2.
it just felt like whenever he said that, it usually was like the Pens stole one. It felt like, and they put it away.
Jimmy, I like that you elaborate on your answers.
I'm trying. Waiting on Big Cat.
I feel like the butcher's dog knows he's getting some scraps like on a consistent basis. So I just feel like it's like someone was working hard to get it. So number 2 for me. It's a pretty big one.
I'm going number 3 because this one I can just picture. I don't know why. I just picture a dog just sitting there, just hyped, kind of like how Big Cat said. So let's go to number 3.
3.
Nice.
Justin, I like how you're putting a lot of thought into it too.
No thought at all.
All right, getting the fast lane grandma. The bingo game's ready to roll.
5. He really didn't say that one as much as the other ones.
Is it
Well, it
weird
said
that I
stole.
remember the first time he said this one?
What's that?
I remember the first time he said this one. It was in, I think it was 1990 or 91. I remember this game.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Weren't you
still
like
in his
27 then?
30.
Yeah. No. Big cat.
4. Even though I referenced bingo earlier, I'm hoping for one. Maybe it's not his saying, but I'm hoping for a different one.
I'm going for number 5 on this one. There's one that I'm waiting on, so that's why I'm leaving number 1 open. So 5 for me.
He's going to fuck it up.
You're an idiot. You left one open with your brother doing it.
Yeah, I know.
You're an idiot.
I know.
You're an idiot.
I know. It's a poor move, but I'm gonna risk it.
2.
I'm shocked with 2 there. All right, and the last one on the list. You can spit shine your shoes, Mabel. The Pens are going dancing with Lord Stanley.
It's not one of the 2 I expected, but it is my number 1 because it's what's open, and Mike fucked it up and didn't give me what I needed. So here
Shocking.
we are.
Yeah. That's go ahead, Big Cat.
Number 1, because I have nowhere else to put it. I've never felt like I wanted to not hear something so much in my entire life. For some reason, Mike saying spit shine just really made my stomach turn.
Justin, where's that for you?
I'm going to let the Mario Francesco answer this one
Oh,
first.
he did.
You didn't have to. It's number 1 for me. This is just not what I wanted to hear.
Yep.
You suck, Mike.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to go through my list.
Hold on.
I want to hear Justin's
hold on.
reasoning.
Clean sweep. 1.
No, shocking.
Solid list.
Okay, so listen. First of all, Big Cat, you don't hear it that often because he only says it when they clinch the game to go to the Stanley Cup. So that is clearly the number 1. That's his best saying ever.
What about Brandy?
I don't know about that.
What
It's not
about
there.
Milkshake Malkin?
It's a
didn't put that on
great
the
day
list
for
either.
hockey.
That's not a call. It's not a
That's one I've heard before.
goal.
Didn't he say something about like putting women and children to bed? Wasn't there one about that?
There is one about that.
That's my favorite. I don't know why. It
Uh,
feels so
mine-
comforting.
My number 2 is getting the fast lane grandma, just because what I said earlier. I remember the first time he said that one. 3
Mike's
is scratch
30
my
years
back with
old.
a hacksaw.
He graduated college when that line came out.
Hilarious.
What's that
4.
mean?
He was
He
already in the
smiled like
workforce for 10 years after college. I don't know where you're going, Justin.
And the last one's buy Sam a drink and get his dog one too. I hate you guys.
You were collecting your 401k during that one.
Jeez.
He was a
I
year
really
away
like that
from
list.
pension.
I feel like we're developing a nice little like starting roster
You
here.
know, I'm here.
Starting
Drew's not,
5.
so we could make fun of Drew. Okay.
I'll keep it short.
Like Andy?
There
You're welcome.
Exactly.
There you go.
Hey.
That's
You're welcome, Mike.
He's a bit
all right.
much.
Let's go right into the top 5.
He's a
Pitchers
bit
and-
much.
Pitchers and catchers reported last week. Let's start talking baseball. This week's top 5. Who can name last year's top 5 batting averages?
What?
All right, so Brian Reynolds.
Wait,
This is
Jimmy?
Pirates only, right?
Pirates?
No,
Or, no, it's
MLB.
everybody.
In the MLB.
Oh, everybody.
Yeah. Pirates, did they even have 5 players to have a top 5?
They had batting averages.
So Are we naming players or are we naming what their average was?
The players. I'll tell you what
Shohei
their averages
Ohtani.
were. Jimmy, Jim, hold on. Let's just remind everybody how this works. Jimmy, you're the spokesperson, the guest. You guys can talk it out. You get 3 strikes.
So
top 5.
Shohei Ohtani.
I think Ohtani was most likely up there. Aaron Judge, I'm pretty sure, was too.
Who was the guy that was on the Marlins and they traded him?
I was just gonna say it was a Marlin that was leading the league, and he got
and
traded.
then they traded him, but I don't remember. It
Was
wasn't
that Chaz?
It wasn't Jazz Chisholm.
It
It
wasn't
was not
Chisholm.
him. It was Luis Ariz.
Yes.
Luis.
Yeah.
Michael. Luis.
What's your answer? Luis Ariz?
Yes.
Number 4.
All right.
Nice. That is
Shohei
real.
Ohtani.
Any
Ohtani.
guesses to where he ended up? Hold on. Any guesses to where he ended up?
307.
No, I mean, what team?
Was he on the
He wasn't
Padres?
Oh, actually, I don't know if I have his team.
He was in the Marlins. I think he was the Padres traded for a lot of people, and it
Yeah,
did
I
not
know.
work.
That's why.
I don't think it was the Padres.
Wasn't Phillies. Wasn't
It wasn't the
Brewers. It
We're
wasn't
just naming
Brewers.
baseball teams now. The Mets,
No, it's just we're going through like who
Braves,
he could-
Astros.
Nope. If you say
Dodgers.
it, oh, yeah, that's
It was
what it is.
It was the Padres.
No,
His batting
Why didn't you
average
say
was,
it when they got it?
because
My
I had to
first
look it up.
guess guy.
I had to look it up because it was the only
Oh,
one I
okay.
didn't have on the list. And his batting
All right.
average was 314. He ended the season
Ooh,
with.
314. All right, so 314 was number 4.
wasn't
He was
Ohtani
number
like
4.
280,
Ohtani-
290
No,
Yeah,
Ohtani
I-
was up there for a while, I thought.
for a while, but he was hitting bombs, but he wasn't hitting.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Judge finished ahead of Ohtani.
He
in
did.
Okay.
average.
Judge.
Wasn't Ohtani hurt?
Where's
He
is
blew
Judge
his
an
arm.
answer?
Judge.
Judge. Aaron Judge is number 3
Shit.
Look at us go.
with a 322.
Wait, 322.
And that was number 3, you said?
Number 3.
Is there like a minimum at
What about
bat
Will
so we're
Turner?
not, like,
I was wondering him, but was Turner that hot last year, Justin?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
if
he was
Trey
hot.
Turner?
No.
Oh, he's hot.
No, he sucked for so long.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, he.
No, I'm thinking
he-
of somebody else. Never mind.
Yeah, Trey Turner previous year, but he had
Yeah,
a
no.
terrible like 2 months.
I'm not great with people's names at different teams.
What's the kid from the Royals? Bobby Witt Jr.
Bobby
Wait,
Witt,
is
That
he on
kid-
the Blue Jays or the Royals?
Royals.
Bobby Witt Jr. was the Royals. That kid was tearing
Okay,
it up.
I was thinking
Yeah.
of Bobby Witt, but for some reason I thought he was on the Blue Jays. Yeah, I think that's a good guess.
I think Bobby Witt should be up there.
Yep, Bobby.
Number 1.
Guys,
Yeah.
sorry.
Number 1.
Nice, good job. I'll just shut up and not say what I was going to say.
332. So 2
Bobby
and 5
was
with no strikes.
Who's the shortstop from Baltimore?
Why
Why am I drawing a blank on him?
That's
Not
the young
Gunnar
kid.
Henderson.
Yeah, Gunnar Henderson's the young kid.
So who's the second baseman?
Hutchinson,
No, that doesn't sound right. Henderson.
Henderson, something. Yeah.
Gunnar Henderson's the catcher, isn't he?
No, pretty sure it's middle
No,
infield.
the catcher is
Starts with an R, doesn't it?
Raul.
no, definitely not Raul.
What? Raul.
It's always Raul.
Raul.
I'm thinking Gunnar because he was. That's why he's also on the cover of MLB.
Say it.
Gunnar.
Strike 1. He's not even in the top 10.
What?
Ooh.
What about Vladdy?
No.
I don't think so.
He didn't have.
I
a
could be
great year.
wrong, but I don't think so.
I don't think
I
so
think he was. I think he was in the conversation for a while before because it was like. I think in like August he was up there and then he trailed for a little bit and then I thought he went back up. I think he was in like they were talking. It was out of him and like I think it was him and Bobby Witt Jr. were battling for it.
I thought he was terrible last year.
I thought he was.
I could be
Up
wrong.
there.
Mike, what did Vladdy bat last year?
With a wood bat.
It was a good effort. Nobody ever tried it. You know, he never specified.
No one ever tried it. Nice.
Wait, who was the guy on the Diamondbacks?
The second baseman. That was his name.
Can't remember his name.
I know who you're talking about, though. He hits lead off for them.
Yeah, he killed us last
He
year.
dominated the Pirates every time.
He never. Previous years, he's been meh against us. He murdered us last year.
Against the Pirates, he was batting 1,000. Does that
Yeah.
count?
Who's the guy local that's on Chicago? If it was against the Pirates, it'd be number one all the time. The Cubs.
Somebody's
done.
dishwasher's done.
I told you what happened. Sorry, Big Cat.
All right, so
Billy Hamilton played the Pirates.
I'll
every
mute
game,
that
he'd
out,
be
it's
up
okay.
there.
This guy's better against us than Hamilton. But anyways, I'm
I'm
thinking
also going to mute out me saying Will Turner instead of Trey Turner because Will Turner's from Pirates of the Caribbean, not the Pittsburgh Pirates.
The Dodgers had a lot last year. That's what I'm.
Was
Where was
Freeman
Mookie?
up there?
Yeah, Freeman and Mookie were both up there.
Mookie would be my guess before Freddie Freeman.
I
Who's
don't
the
know.
guy on the Dodgers that slides really nice?
Trey Turner.
It
Trey
was
Turner.
Trey Turner who's
Is it
now on the
him?
Phillies.
Yeah, he sucked last year.
Nice.
They made
Nice get
they made
for
a
you.
series on Netflix about how bad he was last year.
Yeah.
They did. It's not a Philly. I can promise you that.
It's also
That
not
was-
a Pirate, so we can eliminate two
Definitely not a
teams.
Pirate.
Eliminate Pennsylvania.
Speaking of the Phillies and Pirates, the Phillies have eliminated the poop score.
I'm
Yep.
not happy about it.
No.
Philly ruins everything.
Yeah.
Still Super Bowl champs, baby.
Should we go with Vladdy?
Yes, because it's the
Ah.
safest thing.
Vladdy.
Number 2.
Told you.
Wow, good job. Good pull. Good pull.
Nice.
323.
He was doubted.
Told you.
I doubted him for sure. That's
His
good.
shot was
Good
contested.
pull.
So I'll
right,
tell
so where
you, of the remaining 6 of the top 10, you've said, I'm not saying that you have or have not said the last one, number 5, but of the remaining 6, you have said two of the remaining 6. One may or may not
What
be
about-
the 5th one.
What about Bryce Harper?
Nope.
He was hurt.
Oh,
Wasn't
my
he
bad.
hurt?
Okay.
He still didn't. He was hurt for a little while, but he wasn't up there. His average was like 292 or something like that.
Is
I
the
think.
guy we can't think of his name on that list?
The Diamondbacks.
There's not
That's
a
not-
Diamondback on the list.
Okay. Then,
Okay.
Okay.
So we're like trying to remember that guy's name
Because we
he had a
literally
good
should
year.
rack our brains over that one.
Yeah.
All right, so I say go with.
It's got to be a Dodger, right?
I would
Scott.
say Mookie. I would guess Mookie.
Mookie.
Strike 2. Damn. Mookie is not even in the top 10.
I knew it wasn't Mookie.
It's a
I'm
Dodger or
bullshitting.
an Oriole.
All right, so you said Gunnar was our first X, right?
Yeah.
All right,
I'm
so
really going back to Freddie.
I can't think of anyone else.
It's Freddie or an Oriole, I would think.
How well did Soto hit last year?
Pretty
Mm,
well.
So here, I'll give you this hint. You have not said the name yet, but you have said the team.
We've said a lot of teams.
No, I'm sorry. I take that back. You have said the name. You have. I'm
but
sorry.
we
I
haven't said the
apologize.
team.
All right,
You-
so we have
you-
one
you said the
was
team.
Bobby Witt. 2 was Bobby Witt had 320. What 324?
No, Bobby Witt 332, Vlad
332.
323, 332, 323, Judge 322, Araz 314, and you need number 5,
Can you tell us what the average was? Not that it's going to help.
It will.
310.
How many home runs he hit?
Shohei. I'm telling you, we didn't say Shohei.
Yeah, we did. Did we not say Shohei?
No, we didn't. It's got to be Shohei. We did not say Shohei.
Give us a Tawny.
Final answer.
If it's wrong, then no. But if it's right, yeah.
With 1 strike left to go, you got it.
Oh, good pull.
Great job, Justin.
You said Otani. You
This
guys said
is
Otani at the
Justin's
very
game.
beginning.
Yeah, and then I was like, man, he was hitting
We
bombs.
forgot about him.
That was the
We
first
forgot
name
about
I
him.
said, but I was like, oh, maybe
Yeah.
it wasn't.
Good
He was hitting a
job.
lot of bombs. And so I was like,
Rounding at the top 10 was Alvarez, Ozuna.
where's he from?
Who, Alvarez?
yeah.
Pedro
Um,
Alvarez.
Yeah.
No, not Pedro. The Astros.
Ah,
Then Ozuna,
Oh.
Diaz, Trey Turner is on there, 295. Tied
What?
with Altuve with 295 for number
The
10.
Tuve.
Trey Turner was on top 10.
Yeah,
Huh.
295.
I mean, from
he
August on, he was good,
but man, he
was
was
shitty in
he was
July.
0 for 100 for like 2 months.
Yeah, he had a bad month. He had a bad few months.
Damn.
Sweet, we just got a top 5, boys.
That's the
You're
first one
welcome.
in a while you
That's what I
guys
bring
got.
to the
I
table.
feel like you guys carried me through the group project, and I get an A just by association.
It's
I said
baseball,
Will
though, so I'm in.
Turner. I said Will Turner and Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper's not a bad guess.
Not anymore. He's a power
Jimmy
hitter.
thinks otherwise.
He's TikTok famous now too.
He is.
Why?
He bakes bread and he makes smoothies. And
Okay.
that is not a joke.
Emma has a chance then.
Philly ruins everything.
She does.
Yeah. Here, does Emma send more pictures of your kids or her food in our family chat?
Ooh, probably her food. Hey, I don't care. She could start selling pictures of her feet if it makes us more money. I don't care what she does.
Nobody's
We know she's
buying
not
them in
gonna
our
listen
family
this time.
chat.
You never know, I guess, but yeah, probably not.
If someone in our family chat's buying them, I do want to know. I want to know who it is that's buying them.
Probably
It's
me.
got real creepy.
There's a reoccurring theme of feet in the Divine household that I'm pulling a thread on.
A feet?
Jess likes to get in bed with shit
Yeah.
on her feet, so you know.
Shit
Oh,
on the
yeah.
feet. Mike. There was an episode. Didn't Mike talk about feet every other sentence?
You know, Mark has webbed feet.
It is true.
He does.
He doesn't swim faster though.
No. No.
Justin, he went to buy the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shoes that just dropped, and they don't
brother
make him
got
his
'em.
size. He's very upset. I saw your brother got him,
Mm-hmm.
but he can't get him in his size. He's very upset about it.
Which ones did he want?
He wanted the first ones that dropped. Was it Michelangelo and Donatello? And if you get all 4, then you can get the shredders.
Yeah, he got all 4.
Which Ninja Turtle would you guys be?
Donatello.
Michelangelo.
Michelangelo.
Nerves.
Raphael.
He's a dick.
Yeah.
Checks out then, I guess.
If the shoe fits.
Brute force. And Mark's none of them.
When I was younger, I would have picked Michelangelo, but I think now I would pick Leonardo.
Are you a leader?
Mikey was always my go-to answer.
If you're playing
Swing
a
back
game,
carefree.
any game, Donatello is the best character. Just saying.
He has the
Like the
sigh,
arcade game?
right?
No,
No.
he has
No.
Raphael has the
Donatello's
side. He has
he's
the
a
bow.
staff.
got the reach.
He's got the bow staff.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Dumbass.
It's on me.
My first watching Ninja Turtles. Mike was 20, so he kind of missed the boat.
Mike
First
Mike
game.
watching
But he has
Ninja
the
Turtles with his
game.
grandchildren.
But he's the game.
I did the
In his
game.
basement.
Chase
Love
loves
that
that game.
That game is the shit.
Yep.
I'll
I
dust
can play that
Chase's
game
ass
on
at that game.
Xbox.
It's a collaborative game. You don't play each other.
Still, my score will be higher.
That's right.
That kid has called me more names than any other human on this earth. I'm beating his ass at anything I can.
What's he call you, Uncle Dickhole?
It gets worse, but I'm not going to say it on this podcast.
No, you cannot say the other one.
I'm not going to say it.
I got
love
time.
Divine
Go on.
Children so much.
I will not repeat it. I want to keep my job, and this podcast will just stay afloat. I will not say it.
No, the other one's really bad. What's he called? Uncle Dickhole's the other one, right?
I don't know, man. I'm scarred. I tried to block this out.
The best is I try to yell at him because he really shouldn't say it, and I laugh every time I yell at him.
One of the funniest stories of Chase ever is we were waiting to get picked up to go to the airport for Jamaica, I think, Mike.
No, we were in the airport. We were at the terminal.
Wherever we were, it doesn't matter. So Mike whispers in Chase's ear to go up to me and punch me in the nuts. Well, Chase, I guess something got lost in translation, goes up to my dad and just peppers him right in the nuts. I laughed pretty hard, even though I knew that ticket was punched for me. I laughed pretty damn hard.
My dad dropped to his knees in the airport. I couldn't help him up. I was laughing so hard.
And I heard Mike tell him, my dad, not the best of hearing, he had no clue.
How long ago was this?
What's that?
How long ago
2
was
years
this?
ago?
That was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh,
Maybe
jeez.
No, it was
3
2
years ago. Yeah.
2 years ago. Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, Chase was old enough to like follow commands and walk.
He knew how to punch and where nuts were, if that helps you.
Oh my god! I wish I was there to see that.
My question is, how much did Mom and Dad yell?
He was too busy laughing too. It was pretty funny.
My
Yeah,
dad,
so
however,
Dad's
did not find
50%.
it funny.
Let's see if he
He
remembers
really
that.
did not.
No, but the best part is like he is not the same man that raised us. Because if Mario or I did that, man, he would have beat the shit out of us.
It is true.
Mario called my dad a name that we also cannot say on this podcast.
Yeah.
And it was not good for Mario.
I called him a name, like I was up the stairs, he was at the bottom. A name I should not have said. And I dove under the kitchen table because he was sprinting after me. He grabbed a metal ladle and just went to town to the point where the ladle, as he was holding it straight, was touching his forearm. That's how. And my mom was trying to rip him off me the entire time. But I'll tell you what, I earned it. I earned every bit of it.
Man, I can't wait for this Sour Plums After Dark podcast.
And that's the brute force for you.
Yep. That's what drove me to be fruit force, I guess. Anyway, Mike, you have some voicemails for us? Anyone from anyone besides Jimmy?
Contrary to popular belief, we have several voicemails tonight. So
Really?
yeah, and we actually had most of these before that douchebag said something on our Facebook page.
You're welcome. I called a lot this week.
We had some before you, so here you go.
Hey, fellas, I know you missed me. It's Drew here, a.k.a. Andy, a.k.a. Petty Spaghetti. I had one good idea here in my 6th or 7th flight of the last 2 weeks. I think we are going to do a Sour Plums March Madness pool, whereby 50% of the proceeds are going to be split among first and second place, along with some Salute Beer Distributor gift cards. I've already talked to them. They're going to give us some more gift cards for this contest. And the other 50% of the proceeds will go towards our friends and sponsors over at Nesbitt's Lanes, who they're going through a tough time right now. I understand they have about a third of their lanes that will not be in action at least through June or so. So we're going to try to help our friends out over there at Nesbitt's Lanes, and half the proceeds we get from the Sour Plums March Madness pool will go towards Nesbitt's Lanes. So talk about that, guys, a little bit. I'll get things started once I get back from Vegas. I know you guys miss me. I miss you a lot. Just so much, guys. I can't even describe how much I miss the Sour Plum boys. All right. I will see you guys in a couple weeks. Bye-bye.
Has Andy not been here the whole time?
He's a bit much.
I didn't even notice.
If you didn't hear that story, it's wonderful.
I do want to say I'm still waiting for my fantasy football Salute gift card that I was going to buy my beautiful wife some White Claws from Salute, our wonderful sponsor. And Drew, I don't know what. He's dragging his feet getting it to me. I guess he doesn't want to see me outside of the studio.
He already spent it.
For the March Madness proceeds, can you guys get me some equipment? You have me on the show enough. I think it's time to pony up.
I told you get a sponsor.
I'm not on the podcast.
You get us a sponsor, you could be on the podcast.
This is horse shit.
Yet.
I have sponsored this show myself before, so
You
that should cover
sponsored one episode. Actually, we used your sponsorship for one episode to buy my backdrop.
I hate you.
My backdrop was good. Oh,
It's nice
look
to
at
give
that.
your brother a backdrop.
This is horse shit.
I got pizza from Nesbitt's today. It was delightful, by the way.
All right, next one.
Nice.
Hey, Sour Plums. It's Max Wilder from Unity. This is a quick question. If the podcast is recorded in the middle of the woods, does it make a sound if no one's around to listen? I'm asking for a friend who's currently lost in the woods. Anyways, keep up the awesome work. I listen to you guys more than I listen to my own inner monologue, which, trust me, is saying something. Keep rocking the airwaves, and remember, if you're ever short on content, just read the back of the cereal box. Later.
Is he related to Van
Thank
Wilder?
you. Thank you, Max.
Context
Okay.
clues? Thanks,
Was that a
Max.
troll?
We're going to take it as a no. It was a somebody calling in to hang out with us.
Okay.
Next.
People Plum, it's me, Jim McBride. Welcome back to Jimmy's Inside Scoop. I just want to take the time to wish Justin a happy birthday. You know, Billy, Justin, whatever you want to call him, Newman. Just want to give him a happy birthday shout out. And that's all. Thanks, Plum. See you out there. Bye.
Appreciate
Happy
you,
birthday,
Jimmy.
Justin. Billy.
Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Sounded like another troll.
Also that.
Hi, boys. Mama Drewski here, and I know my son's not there tonight, so I'm allowed to call. Anyway, want to thank you all for the great adventure in the fantasy football, and I'm excited for the new season. I can't wait for football to get here. So have a good time tonight, and I can't wait to hear this episode. Thanks, guys. Bye.
She
All right,
sounds,
Shout
let's
out,
get-
Mama Andy.
she sounds more
let's
excited
get one
because her
thing
son's
straight.
not on it. Like she's like,
Yeah.
yes, finally I can listen to this, not be embarrassed or something like that, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty excited, but let's get one thing straight. Whether he's on the show or not, she can always call in. I handle the voicemails, not
Absolutely.
Drew.
Absolutely,
So-
yeah.
And I love that it's February and she's still talking about fantasy football. I
Hell
love
yeah.
it.
Ride the lightning. Absolutely. Our mom should call in more often for you, Mike.
No.
No, she only calls it for me. Sorry.
Yeah.
She probably didn't know you were on today, did she?
There's
Guess
no
not.
way she knew.
I ran into your mom at the basketball tournament over the weekend.
Did you say
She wanted
sorry?
me to. She was telling me that I'm her favorite sour plum that isn't Mario, and
Checks out.
That tracks.
she also wanted some insight on maybe some of my Facebook statuses that I post. I seem to get this a lot. I seem to get like, is Alan okay? What is Alan talking about? Is there a carbon monoxide leak at the house? It's usually just maybe like a random thought or a lyric or something. I don't know. What am I supposed to use Facebook for? It's either people trolling you when you're asking for honestly for help, or it's people taking it too far and saying that you're bullying when you're just trolling. So it's kind of like you're damned if you do, you damned if you don't. I'd rather just use it for whatever I want to use it. And maybe when I get those flashbacks every year, it's something that makes me smile. And it's not even for anyone. But I think people just want to know what I'm talking about or what's going on.
Do you ever get your memories and you think, what the hell was I talking about?
No, I usually go, and delete it. So I don't have to see it next year.
Yeah, my Facebook memories are pretty rough. I was a grade A douchebag whenever I was in like college. So,
Were?
I
All right.
but anyway, Big Cat, they do brighten my day whenever I see them. I enjoy them.
Me too.
Thanks.
Hey guys, it's Steve. I was just perusing the Facebook, as the old people call it, the Facebooks, and I noticed there was a guy who said that Jimmy is the only one who leaves voicemail. So I just wanted to call in, leave a voicemail, to be someone else who leaves voicemail and prove that you guys have other listeners besides Jim. And yeah, so anyway, have a great night. I look forward to hearing this and being another one of your listeners, as that guy says there's only one, and that's Jimmy. Okay, goodbye.
Fantastic.
Well, doesn't
Appreciate it,
Mr.
Steve.
Griffin feel sheepish now?
Yeah, they have two listeners.
That
Lowest.
Benjamin Button looking motherfucker.
Doesn't that guy realize we have more than 3?
It
Put
says
it on
so
our
on our
merchandise. We have more than 3. And I go back and forth on. Feel free, whoever wants to listen to it. But personally, I don't think we're going to let people into the Sour Plums page that want to be haters. We're not looking to hate on anybody. We're just kind of talking about what we experienced through our week. But if you're going to deliberately create a fake profile with one mutual friend and pretend like you're somebody else, or maybe you're real and you only have 12 friends in life, but maybe get a 13th and leave us alone. We're not trying to hate on you. You're going to bark up the wrong tree over here. And we're all being real. We all have our names. Some of us, we all have our real names on here. We have our real names attached to this. Okay. We're not some fake account on Facebook that can comment and, oh, you're anonymous. Well, I know who you are and I know who you aren't.
I've never used a fake name on Facebook.
Have a wonderful day.
Like, I mean, I'm not on the show, but like whenever I do come on, I wouldn't care if there was 0 listeners. I just enjoy jumping on here. Like, I'm not jumping on because like, oh, we might make some money from this. Like, I enjoy doing it. So if you want to listen, exactly. I don't have fucking equipment, so you know, who cares?
We have enough from sponsors to pay for the fees that we pay, and that's about it. Our sponsors have covered our equipment and our fees to get this onto the platforms. And we said from the very first show, as long as we have 4 or more listeners and we're having fun, we're going to keep doing it. So, but you know, if you look at our platforms, we have a couple hundred listeners every week. So I'm having a good time. We'll keep doing it.
Hey, Sour Plums, president of Big Cat Kitten Club here, also known as his wife, also known as Carly. I just wanted to call in for a special What's Good in the Hood kind of shout out to the PBBO for a hugely successful inaugural buzzer beater tournament. Our family basically spent the whole weekend at the Plum schools submerged in basketball, and we had a blast while destroying some Tom's Coffee and Stockman's Pizza. It was a great time with great atmosphere, competitive basketball, top tier reffing. Those are just some of our takeaways, and we look forward to being a part of the buzzer beater tournaments for years to come. I also noticed the Sour Plums podcast was a proud sponsor, and wanted to thank you for your investment into our great community. Cheers to a great show, guys.
Well done. Shout
Very
out,
nice.
Carly.
We're still working on that name for that fan club. It's like it's like a liquid. It kind of expands. It gets cold. It expands. It gets warm. It kind of shrinks down.
The
So
problem is like you have like this fan base and they're all there, and they don't know what to call themselves. Like that's the real issue right now.
It's really for them to figure it out. I
Is
threw out
Carly
an
gonna have
idea.
Is Carly going to have to fight Mark? That's what I want to know.
Please fight him. he's soft. You could take him.
My money is on Carly.
Absolutely.
She goes right for the throat, so you got to be careful.
He's got a few to choose from, so you'll be all right.
Jesus.
Man. Shots fired.
I regret nothing.
Well,
Was that all of our voicemails, Mike?
That was all the voicemails.
It was a fun round of voicemails this week.
It was good.
I like
That was
it.
good.
You're welcome.
All right. So Plum shout outs. I'll start. I'm going to give a shout out to M&M Dance Academy, which my daughter dances for. They had a competition in Boardman, Ohio this weekend, and Ellie's dances, along with her teammates, they scored very well. They had a couple first overalls and then even won a scholarship in another. So they did very well. So shout out to them. And also, I have 2 shout outs to, which I don't ever do this, so don't get used to it. I will shout out Mike. I wasn't there for it, but I know he did a very good job running the inaugural buzzer beater.
What's the buzzer beater? What is the word you used?
Inaugural?
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Mike, what is it?
Inaugural?
Oh, okay, cool. Proceed.
still sounded like semi-unsure. Mike, with confidence.
But those are my Plum shout outs.
My shout out is also for the PBO inaugural buzzer beater tournament. But my
Nice.
shout out's actually to all the volunteers, because if it wasn't for all the parents stepping up and doing everything that they did throughout the weekend, and not only the parents, the JROTC, they volunteered their time. We actually had one student who was there from 7 a.m. on, I think, Saturday morning through 9 p.m. Saturday night. He was there all day.
Who was
He did
that?
an awesome job. I don't want to say any names, especially students' names on the air, but
That's fair. Shout out to him.
Yeah. And then we also had both the boys and girls basketball players show up and keep the scorers table. They did some concession stands. And I'll tell you what, the smile on the kids' faces to have the players that they go watch all the time come and keep score for them and watch them play. I said to some of the players that were there and to some of the coaches, once the butterflies got out of their system, seeing those players there at the score table, once the butterflies got out and they got to put a show on for these kids, there were smiles from year to year. So, but the tournament would not have been the success that it was if it wasn't for the volunteers, because they kept the show moving the whole weekend. So shout out to everybody that made it a success. And then also want to shout out to I did this last time, but one of the Bruins' dads, he was not playing. His daughter was not playing in the tournament. He drove an hour to come watch all of his daughter's teammates play in the tournament this weekend. And I think she played earlier in the day, and then he came out and spent like 3 or 4 hours watching games. So, that's dedication for a teammate to do. Drive from Peters Township out to Plum to watch some youth basketball is pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
And my last one, within the last 3 weeks, in the last 2 weeks and then next week, all 3 of my kids have had birthdays. So happy birthday to Penny. Last week was Lily and next week is Chase. So I don't know what happened 9 months ago, but Jess and I were busy.
Gross.
I'm going to give a shout out to Mario.
What's 9 months before February?
June.
Mike's birthday?
It's our anniversary.
Also, I'll go fuck myself because my birthday is the day before Penny's, so it's fine.
Oh, yeah, happy birthday, Mario.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
I'm going to give a shout out to Mario for telling me that I was on this podcast today. Without him, I wouldn't have even known. Shout out to Drew for telling me that he's dropping stuff off, because without him, I wouldn't even known. So
I told you Drew was dropping it off.
Nope.
I told you. Oh, son of a bitch. Yes, I did. It's in your text. I said, are you going to be home? No, I texted him, are you going to be home? I might not have told him why I asked him if he was going to be home.
He just said, are you going to be home? And I said, no, I'm in Seven Springs. And
we need the receipts. We need receipts, guys.
I was in Seven Springs. I'm like, no, I'm not home.
Also, happy birthday to Daniela. Her and Mario share a birthday, by the way.
It is true.
Favorite listener.
Be prepared for the notes.
That's the best part of the show. I wish we could share the notes with the audience, because I do look forward to those every
You can post
week.
them on Facebook,
No,
they're for us. They're for us, but they're great. I just want to shout out everyone that wished me a happy birthday. I appreciate it. It did not go unnoticed. Well, Mike is bringing receipts to an audio show.
Mike's holding up a phone in front of his camera, not even letting us know.
Go down.
Can somebody read that text? Wait, read that text.
Are you able to meet Drew Sunday and grab his podcast stuff? Mario needs it. What's Kreidler's number?
Because I was not home.
But you said I didn't tell you.
But I wasn't home. I told you. If I was asking for Kreidler's number, I was trying to get beers with him at Seven Springs.
You said I didn't tell you. I came with receipts. I came with receipts.
It did come with receipts. We just don't know if it's actually to you.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't see that.
That's fair.
That could be anybody.
That could be anybody. Everybody has those umbrella hats. I autograph them all the time. Like, that could literally be anybody.
No, choke on the dick.
Well, if that's everything, thank you everyone for listening to Sour Plums. Like this episode and subscribe to our channel on SoundCloud, Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts. Share if you care. We're out.
Deuces.
See ya, Plum.
Bye.